Welcome, my name is Christian, this is Anton. Today we're going to talk about hamstrings, and the reason why we meet is that we want to see if we can create some synergies between personal training, muscle awareness from physiotherapy and yoga. So what are hamstrings and why are they important?
So hamstrings are the backside of our legs, and they are a crucial part in our posterior chain, which is everything from your heels and up to your head. So everything in the back of your body. So the hamstrings are usually a huge problem for people, like everything else around the hips. So the glutes, the hamstrings, and the lower back. People kind of pains and aches in them. And what we want to do is we want to distribute the load over the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back, just so we can get rid of these pains and aches. So if you're too stiff or too weak in the hamstrings, something else is going to kick in.
Okay.
And maybe you will load your lower back a little bit too much and you will start feeling it. So we're going to try to activate the hamstrings, stretch them, and make them a little bit more mobile.
And I know you have two exercises installed for us.
Two exercises, three even.
Three even, okay.
Yeah. So first off, we're going to work unilaterally. So we're going to work left and right separately. So we're going to stand just up and down, 1 foot forward, toes pointing a bit upwards, and then we can place our hands on our hips, a slight bend in our rear leg, and just hinge at the hips. Just push our butts backwards, and you can feel a stretch.
Yes, I can.
And then you can use it a little bit more dynamic, so you can just keep moving. It's more natural. I mean, to me, as a human being, we're always moving. So this is fine, you can do this. You can just stand here and stretch as well, but you can also do something more dynamic.
Like a sort of pulsing movement.
Exactly. And it's also a lot more fun.
Yeah.
For me at least. And then you can change your foot positioning, so you can turn your toes inwards and do the same thing. Hinge at hips. And upwards. So different foot positioning hits your hamstrings in a different way. Right? And then we do the same thing with our next leg. So we start off, a slight bend in our back leg. We put the weight on the heels, toes upwards, and just push our butts backwards. So we don't want to collapse, we want a straight, nice back.
Straight back.
And toes inwards. Same thing. And up.
Great.
We're moving on, so we do the classic one where you just want to reach for your toes. It's the same thing here. If you feel that you're really, really stiff and can't reach your toes with your legs fully extended, don't have them fully extended.
Yeah, so it's important to protect your lower back.
Yeah.
If you're not flexible enough, you bend your knees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just want the stretch. And after time, probably you're going to be a little bit more mobile and probably you're gonna reach your toes after a while.
So we're going to measure now the distance between the floor and my fingers now and then in a month.
Exactly, yeah. That's a good way. It's a great way to do it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a slight bend in our knees. Then we're gonna push our butts backwards. We don't want to roll our backs, we want to push our butts backwards and try to reach our toes. And we can do the same thing here. We can work it dynamically as well. Or we can do it in a static way as well. For stretch. And if you want to, when you're down here, you can try to extend your legs a little bit more and pulsate between slight bend and extension. So let's feel.
Great, great. This is what I will do every day from now on.
Yeah.
And I can feel that it affects my lower back as well.
I mean, they're closely connected. And then we have the last one, which is overall for your posterior chain. A lot of lower back, a lot of glutes, and also a lot of hamstrings. So we're gonna do almost the same thing, but we're gonna roll our backs downwards. So we're gonna roll close to our own body, down, 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 here, and the same thing upwards. So we're gonna roll.
And do I tuck my tailbone in moving up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we want to keep close. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to be close to your own body.
Yeah.
So we want to be close to your center of mass.
And activate the pelvic floor.
Yeah, always. So we shouldn't be afraid of actually trying to move with our spine. The spine is made for movement, so we should really utilize it and try to become more bulletproof.
And have more fun.
Yeah, of course, always.
Thank you, Anton, and thank you for watching. See you in a while.